Okay, y'all, this is gonna be my final Pecha Kucha speech. This is gonna be my setup. This is gonna be my computer. This is my desk, obviously. This is my floor. That's my dresser, my bed. This is my chair. And yeah. Alright, anyway, let's start. Alright. Sorry about that. Okay, there you go. All right. Finnish children have been told since birth, don't go near the water. It's unknown, it's mysterious, it's dark. It holds the mysteries of the unknown. The mysteries that have never been solved, and no one will ever solve them. You start out creeping at the water's edge, at the lake, near the bridge, and all you can see is this dark water around you. Little waves start appearing and forming near you, and you get more and more curious into this dark and luscious water. But don't let it fool you. These dark and luscious waters are murky in the bottom. They hold a darker secret than just what we don't know, than just what we can't see. They hold the mystery of the Naki. The Naki is a Finnish cryptid that keep children from being too close to the water's edge. It relies on its ability to shapeshift and the ability of its just gruesome appearance on the outside. It has long hair with sharp teeth that we can see in the picture here. The teeth are corroded as to have been eating flesh for its life. The Naki resides in dark habitual lakes near Finnish small villages. They are often described as labyrinths in its own way. Of course, a labyrinth is, tunnels under the earth, but in that same way, Nakis are described to use forests and swamps such as this one as a labyrinth. They use it as their own homeland where they cannot be killed easily. In fact, Nakis are said to be immortal when in deep waters such as lakes or swamps or stuff such as big bodies of water. However, they also use the dark and misty forest that Finland is very prudent of. Finland has lots of these forests where the Naki love to reside in. Same because of the reason of the labyrinth. They love the unknown, the mysterious, the hard to see, the hard to be solved. However, the Naki doesn't solely rely on all these labyrinths and the mysteries and the dark and the unknown. The Naki, like I said, is a shapeshifter. It can shapeshift into a woman or, attractive women or people playing musical instruments from its home. As we can see in this picture that's about to go, the Naki also relies on ripples in the water, almost imitating human life. It draws you in closer. And it relies on the moonlight as well to have that nice shimmer across the river or lake or swamp. Anything that gets you curious as to go near the water's edge. That is what the Naki is all about. Curiosity. It relies on our instinct of being curious as humans. As we can see here, is a Naki playing a musical instrument like I had mentioned before. It lures us in, like the statement goes, curiosity kills the cat, and it really does, because the Naki is nothing without curiosity. It's nothing without its deep dark mysteries, and without those deep mysteries and those lakes and that water's edge and the appeal of the moonlight just glimmering, shimmering on the surface of the water. It also invokes the wanting to be near what is not allowed, what is prohibited. The Naki is a vicious, shameless, and terrifying monster that should keep you wanting to stray away from the waters. But if anything, this story only keeps people to be more curious and wants to find the answers to this cryptid that has forever been a mystery in these small town villages in Finland, sorry. Now, as we can see, kids are drawn in to all this mystery. Kids are born to be curious. They're born to have questions about all of this. And this story is to keep them away from that water's edge. But in reality, all it does is want to ponder into these dark waters. As we can see here, this is where the Naki is said to be immortal. This is its home habitat, the dark waters, where it can be immortal. It cannot be killed, it is said. And just like this boy right here, looking over the edge of the water, this is where it all starts. This is where the curiosity starts to set into us, wanting to explore the water's edge. We start to wonder what could really be in these waters, what's actually true about this cryptid, or what has been made up. And so we start going closer to the water's edge, and we go closer and closer until finally we dive into the water, searching for the answers to our questions. And once we're in that water, we realize we're not the top predator anymore. We are in the Naki's home, in the dark, deep waters. And eventually you'll start wanting to look for these answers. But by the time you discover even the slightest bit of evidence, it'll be too late. The Naki will have taken you and will have done whatever it does to its victims, and all you will be is a floating corpse in the water. So the next time you see an image like this of the dark waters near the ocean, near the lake, near a little hut, be wary of what you actually want to find. Be wary of getting into these waters. Be wary of the dark and the unknown. For like I said, curiosity kills the cat. All right, thank you. That was my Pecha Kucha speech.